All Nation, we're here with Ian Thomas. Ian, last week, your first game, number one, your first start at a new position. Just how was it all for you?
It was very nerve-wracking at the time. A lot of nerves going into it, when I was out there for the first time. So
You had some ups and some downs, a couple of times you got beat, a couple big pick in the end zone, first one of the season for the team. When you looked at yourself afterwards or you watched the film and spoke to the coaches, how would you kind of assess yourself?
It was a roller coaster, As I watched the film, I could tell I was playing very nervous. I wasn't too confident with myself, but that'll get better as the season goes on.
Do you think some of that nerves or being unsure was a result of not playing much, period, or was it a result of maybe their offense, the pace? What do you think?
I would say as a result of my first time being out there, I didn't know what to expect, so.
What do you think you kind of did well, or what were you maybe surprised that you were able to do well at, looking back?
I felt like my man coverage wasn't too bad. Zone funneling is something that I can definitely work on.
The famous story now is, it was Logan Ryan's idea to kind of move you to corner.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with him after they moved you? How do you feel about that now?
I still haven't talked to him since he left, but, I feel good about it. I think this was a great move for me and for the program.
I was going to say, do you feel at home now, corner? Like this is the spot where you should be, the spot where you want to be?
I do, yes.
What do you kind of like about it? What do you feel like you're in the right place?
It's like a challenge. It's like playing man coverage to me is like a challenge at every play, and I like that.
Some people may be concerned with the passing game, the way that Fresno was able to throw the ball on you guys. When you look at how the secondary did, do you think that maybe it was just a result of first time playing together? How do you feel you guys will adjust this week and going forward?
I feel like we'll definitely have a better show this Saturday. Maybe the first game was due to our first time playing as a whole.
How do you think the communication was in the secondary with so many new faces back there? How'd that go?
It was a little rough. We struggled at times, but we did end up getting through it.
Who's kind of the leader back there, in the whole group?
Who's the leader?
Yes.
Zoe. I would say Zoe and Deering, our two safeties.
Okay, and then they kind of are the guys that are involved with getting you guys in the right spot and helping you guys out?
Yeah.
Who's kind of taking the lead among the cornerbacks?
I would say myself, Lou, and Grief.
Okay, so you guys so what's that like for you, being a young guy, kind of having that, responsibility on your shoulders so early?
It's tough because, I never really had that responsibility back in high school or, so this is my first time really having to do that.
And how do you feel, Norfolk State's offense when you watch them? What are you guys kind of expecting out of them this week?
It's pro-style offense, not a spread. They run a lot. They don't pass as much as Fresno did, so.
First game of the season here, your first start at home, first game at home. How many people do you think you're going to have? What are you looking forward to about playing in front of the home crowd?
It'll be exciting. The fans will be up for the game, and we will as well. So I'm just excited to finally get out there.
Any extra tickets this week?
I need some. I'm trying to get some.
Who do you think? Who's the guy you're gonna go to? You think to get some extra ones?
Probably Justin Hyde, one of our corners from Cali. He might not have anybody coming, so hopefully I can get some.